Well, two surprises in 2 days. Just one day after Gary Doer announced he was stepping down as Premier of Manitoba, Stephen Harper announced that the NDP Premier will be the next Canadian ambassador to Washington.
Well, I was really honored to have the offer, and I really appreciate being the ambassador designate. So this will be the first time in my life I have to be diplomatic. You will understand that.
A smiling Gary Doer met with reporters today, minutes after a photo opportunity with the Prime Minister. Stephen Harper says Doer has the right combination of experience, leadership, and diplomatic qualities for the job. He is to take over from Michael Wilson, who has held the job in Washington since 2006. CBC reporter Mikhailo Prostupa has covered Premier Doer's career for many years and joins us now from Winnipeg. So, Mikhailo, a bit of a surprise, I suppose, that Stephen Harper, a Conservative, would pick a new Democrat for this particular job. Why would Gary Doer be a good choice to represent Canada in Washington?
Well, Nancy, that's a very good question. And for many New Democrats who saw that image of that photo opportunity this morning with the Conservative Prime Minister, with the now ex-NDP Premier, they may be looking at that and going, what's up with that? But the fact of the matter is that this Premier has distinguished himself throughout his career as being someone who can reach across the aisle, deal with all kinds of politicians of different stripes. He talked about how he's dealt with 30 different premiers in his day. He's dealt with many politicians at the national stage and distinguished himself there. And even yesterday at his press conference where he announced his departure, he said the key to his success in political life has been to be that bridge builder, to be the consensus builder, and that's how he has defined himself, and he's obviously made a good impression with the Prime Minister.
So, Mikhailo, you're right. Listening to Gary Doer in Ottawa today, he talked about the kind of good relationships he's forged with state governors, the good relationships he has with other premiers of all political stripes. Obviously, taking on the job in Washington at a challenging time. Take us through some of the issues where he already has some experience, whether it's dealing with governors who are sharing the same challenges or dealing with other premiers who are dealing with the consequences of U.S. policy.
Well, there are a lot of issues that he'll have to take on in Washington, issues ranging from agriculture, the hog industry across Canada, but particularly in Manitoba has been hit hard. He'll have to deal with that and the country of origin issues. The environment and clean energy has been a major policy plank in the Doer administration here in Manitoba, and he'll take that experience with him to Washington. And as well, border security. These are all issues that he's shown a command with in the past as Premier of Manitoba. And the other thing that I guess comes with the job is, that he'll have to use in his job is, I guess, his diplomatic skill. And he joked in his press conference today that, I have to be a diplomat here. Many say that he is a masterful politician who can do that kind of work, that he can deal with people of all kinds of political stripes. And he also has many personal relationships with many U.S. governors. He knows California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger personally. He's had personal relations in dealings with the Arizona governor who became the Secretary of Homeland Security. So these relationships and his political skill will do him well. And the fact is, too, he's a very likable guy. Whether you're dealing with him at a football game or at the legislature, he's always been a kind of person who makes people feel at ease. He jokes with people, and you saw that today at the press conference in Ottawa.
Okay, very interesting. Mikhailo, thanks very much for joining us and giving us the view from Winnipeg. Mikhailo Prostupa talking to us from Winnipeg.